Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are watching my Chardham videos and hope you're liking it. So after the Chardham trip, we came back from Dehradun to Hyderabad, and the next day we decided to go to Malaysia. We had booked tickets already from Mexico. We wanted to spend some time with our parents after the Chardham trip, so we thought the best way was to go on a trip, and that's why we decided to go to Malaysia. And we planned only Malaysia. We didn't plan Singapore this time because otherwise it would be too much of traveling, because we had already spent our first 1 week traveling. So this was our second week in India, and we thought we'll spend 3 days with our parents in Malaysia. So this is the place where we booked our Airbnb. This is a quite famous place in Kuala Lumpur. If you look for Airbnbs in the website, you will find these places. This building is very close to the Twin Towers of Malaysia, so it's kind of in a peak area, and they have many Airbnbs under this building. So the place that we booked is the Face Suite. The place was very good. The Airbnb that we took was also very clean and neat. It was basically a studio apartment with 2 bedrooms. So this was how the kitchen. We had few basic utensils. Of course, we did not cook anything. We mostly ordered food, and the Uber service was really good there. So we mostly ordered. We only made basic tea or coffee in the kitchen. So we took 2 bedrooms with one common bathroom and a kitchen. So after keeping our luggage and getting ready, we went to this Surya Mall, which is next to the KLCC Petronas Twin Tower. Because we had an appointment for the view in the Petronas Twin Tower. We It was in the afternoon at around 1:45, so we had time. So we first went to this particular mall. We went around, and then we had some food from here, and then we went to see the view from Petronas Mall. This mall, I would say, was nothing great. The same kind of brands that we see here in Mexico or in India. So I didn't find anything exceptionally great about this mall. But yes, we could spend some time here, and we also had McDonald's, because most of the restaurants in this mall were either Chinese or Japanese, and we are not a great fan of these food, which is like the cooked meat or cooked vegetables. So we decided to have McDonald's. And at 1:30 we went towards the Petronas Twin Tower for our appointment. Since it was at 1:45, we just went there and sat down for a few minutes. We took a VIP appointment, so the number of members in the group were very few. So they took all of us together, and they started showing, the place around. The view was spectacular. Only thing was, the basic requirement was to dress formal, especially for men. You're supposed to wear a collared shirt when you enter. So that was a basic requirement, and all these bookings we had done online before going. So this was all pre-booked. So this was a view from the Twin Tower, and as I said, the view was spectacular and definitely worth going. I would suggest to make the bookings online, because even though we made the booking like a week before, we still could not get the evening appointment. We actually wanted to go there in the evening so that we could see the city in lights, but the tickets were not available. So it's better you do the bookings online, way before you go, so that you can choose a convenient time that you want to go to these observation deck in the tower. So we spent around 20 to 30 minutes inside this tower. The guide took us to each floor. Not each floor. There are 2 floors there where he takes you, and where you can see the whole city, the white sky, and also the other twin tower that you just now saw. In the evening, we went to a Chinese market, which was around 20 minutes drive from the place where we stayed. We just looked for these spots online. We just checked what are the places worth going. So this was one of the places that Google had suggested. So we went to this Chinese market, and we were stunned to see that all the products sold here were fake. All the branded products, the duplicate products of the brands were sold here. So initially it started with these suitcases, which actually looked very good, and the prices were very cheap. And after that there were lots of bags, the clothes, perfumes. Bags and perfumes were the most sold ones, with all the top brand duplicate products were sold here, and also a lot of street food. But me and my husband are not very not very good with street food, so we didn't try any street food here. And look at the prices. These are the prices of the Malaysian money, and comparatively I felt the prices were very low. And local fruit duran was also sold. I have heard about this fruit that it's very the smell is very strong, but we didn't taste it. Our favorite is always jackfruit, so we ended up buying that. And then we just walked down the street to see what they were selling. So these were some of the things that they were selling there.
Kalau gitu tarik kursi dan lah belajar di sini. Ada 9.5 10. Không có, bây giờ thì đi bộ. Bây giờ đi bộ tới đi chơi. Hey, mà đi qua. Wait, free.
After spending some time, we took a taxi and went back to our Airbnb. Most of the travel we did was in taxi, and that was also an online app that my husband had downloaded, and he booked all the taxis through that app. The next day morning, we went to the famous Batu Caves of Malaysia. This was around 20-25 minutes from our stay. I would say around 13 kilometers from Kuala Lumpur. This is another very famous tourist spot of Malaysia, especially for the Indians, because the tall Murugan statue is located here, and it says that it is 141 feet high Murugan statue and one of the largest Murugan statues in the world. So we couldn't miss this place. We went there, and as expected, it was very beautiful. There were lots of pigeons and monkeys all over the place, and especially with monkeys you need to be extra careful. Please don't take too many plastic covers or too many bags with you. And especially when you go up, I will show you when we are going up. So down there are a couple of temples here which are again beautiful architecture. It will remind you of all the temples in Tamil Nadu. Since I have been in Chennai, it was I felt really nice to find such temples in Malaysia. So as you can see, there were a lot of monkeys down, but these monkeys didn't really come close, or they didn't attack us or do anything. They were just minding their own business. But when we started going up is when one of the monkeys came closer and started pulling things from me. I was a bit curious to know why there was a Tamil temple in Malaysia. So I looked up for the history, and it is said that in 1878, one Mr. Thambuswamy, an Indian Tamil trader, he promoted this cave complex as a site of Hindu worship, and that's how he dedicated it to Lord Murugan. And then there is an annual celebration also that happens, and it started in 1892. It seems that the similarity of the entrance to the cave was something similar to a spear, which is the shield of Murugan. So that's what inspired Thambuswamy to build the temple of Murugan here. So after visiting all the temples down, we went up. You have to take those colorful steps that you see near the Murugan statue, and then you have to go up. So it seems in 1920 there were wooden steps, but later they were changed to these concrete steps, and that's what exists from, I think, somewhere from 1940. These concrete steps were constructed, and they are still in a good condition. And a particular set of steps are colored in different colors, so it's really nice. When you go up, you can climb, you can count the number of steps, and you finish faster. But yes, it is a bit difficult to climb up the step because they're very steep. So in case you have any knee problem, I would suggest not to go. My parents did not come up because the steps were very steep, and also as you go up, you will have a bit of an oxygen problem. So it's better you take climb up really slowly and take your time. It was easier to go down, but it was a little difficult to go up. So when you go up, this is the site that welcomes you. It was beautiful. It feels like a different world, with colorful temples and pictures, and also the sunlight that hits you from this open cave above. So everything gives you a different vibe over here. While coming back, we got little prasad from the temple, and this particular monkey came and grabbed it from my hand. So you need to be a little careful when you're going up and down the stairs, because there are a lot of monkeys, and whenever they see anything in your hand, they just grab and run. After coming down, we had our lunch in one of the restaurants inside the campus of that temple, and then we went to this Chinese temple in Malaysia. This was on the other direction, so from Batu Cave it was another 30 minutes drive. We took a taxi to this particular temple. It is a Chinese temple and another must visit place in Malaysia. This was so beautiful. I mean, you will feel that you're in China because it's constructed so authentically, and all the decoration, everything reminds you a scene from a Chinese movie. There was a small Chinese store also in the ground floor. So we just went there, and the prices were quite reasonable. It was not expensive. After this visit, we were really exhausted because it was super hot in Malaysia. So we went back to our rooms and we took some rest. And in the evening, we went back to the KLCC mall again because there was this light show that was happening. So we just went and we thought we'll go and spend some time there. And this was the evening view of the Twin Tower. It was beautiful with the lights on. I would say the camera didn't do the justice because we really, enjoyed the place, and in the evening the weather was pleasant. So we had to go to the end of the mall, and at the backside is where this KLCC light show was happening. So we spent like 30 minutes watching at this and enjoying it. After that, we went back to our rooms, and at night we went to the terrace. And this is the view in the terrace. They had these infinite pool on the terrace, and the view from the pool towards the tower and all over the city was spectacular at night. We spent some time walking around. We didn't take our swimwear, so we didn't really go swimming, but yeah, we enjoyed the view and it was so peaceful up there. And on the last day, we went to the central market. This was an indoor market, so we spent some time there on the last day before taking our flight. It was a good place to do some shopping for some local snacks and local chocolates. So we bought some snacks and chocolates for our kids to take back to Mexico. We also had our lunch in this in the food court in Central Market. So this was our Malaysia trip with our parents. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.